news blooper where she's like, "I so pale"?
I have never seen that blooper.
All right, here we go. So, let's see. Oh yes. So speaking of power and timing, here in 18 Elders, this spot where everyone goes 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. This is an interesting one because the timing is supposed to be, this is its own move, and then, but people get good on the timing, so instead of going 1, 2, 3, people get good on the timing and it becomes more fluid, which is nice. But instead of doing this kick properly, people will just lift the leg up. So it looks nice and fluid, but if you watch closely, they hinge at the hip and there's no pushing out. So instead of just doing this and lifting, which would not hurt anyone, you have to do this. Chamber with the knee, and then push with the hip. And that's going to be an actual kick that way. So that's an example of how your timing could be good, but then are you actually going to hurt someone with that technique? Is it actually going to be effective? Are they going to be afraid of standing in front of you when you do the form? Then, focus on the alignment, or then run that after you practice that little sequence of moves, run that in the context of the entire form. It's always this back and forth kind of thing. Well, my timing is good now, but my power's not good. Well, my power's really good now, but now I'm not fluid because it's too blocky. So play with that back and forth and try and master that there. So as a good example of this, Austin's about to try a section, and what he's gonna do is, he's gonna not even worry about the form, not even worry about the arms, he's gonna ask himself, what makes that technique work? So he's going to pick up his leg, chambering at the knee, and then kick out while pushing with the hips. Yeah, you almost have a little bit of lean back because you're driving your hips into it. Yeah. If you weren't in isolation and you had someone to hold the pad, this is where you practice really refining that. If you have a mat you can kick, or a bag that you can kick rather, awesome. But if not, focus on trying to get some body movement behind that. So chamber at the knee and then drive your hips forward. Yep, into the heel. So now try and add a little bit of speed to that. All right, so now try and plug into the sequence. It'll start with the, you just step through maybe to a 7-star stance punch. There you go. All right, try that again. It's difficult to do correctly, isn't it? For all of us. Yeah, it's okay. It's a new form for Austin. He just started learning this, so
2 weeks.
Yeah, he is graciously allowing us to look at the learning process that we've all been through. Yeah, it's tempting. So go ahead and show it's tempting because show them what you're trying to avoid. How you just lift that leg with the hinge of your hip, like in ballet.
So I get to here, and all I need to do is this.
Yeah, instead of driving that heel through their sternum, right?
That muscle.
Yeah. So here, we'll trade you out here. So even for a groin kick, of course, obviously we're lifting here and flicking it out. But man, for this one, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? I'm legitimately trying to plant someone's heel, or plant my own heel right here. So I can't just do this. I have to go lift, and then, this is an exaggeration, but to show you, lift, and then I push. Excuse me, here. And it might even be, I don't even worry about the follow-up. I just get to here, and try and push out with that kick. I'm still not even happy with how I'm doing this. I see room for improvement. And if you go through these and isolate these and you're 100% happy with how you're doing them and you don't find room for improvement, that's a bad thing. So find someone who knows more than you to point that out. But yeah, do go ahead and try and lift here and then push out with the hips. Just one example of practicing a form and really focusing about power and alignment. This is exactly what Wong Hun Fun says to do. So, have at it.